morning. It's a kind of slimy start to the day. Supposed to be like 70 degrees today. I think sunny, or some sun, but there was a slight chance of some showers this morning, and we got a slight amount of that slight chance. I don't like nothing substantial at all. I bet it doesn't even measure in the gauge, but just makes things kind of sloppy this morning. So I'm gonna get diesel, and then I am 10 miles north of where I'm working, so maybe I didn't do anything at all there and I can get straight to it, but probably a little too wet, just picking up on the discs on the grain drill. I'm thinking, I don't know, we'll find out, but I gotta load the grain drill first. Guess I could do that. And obviously Dad's got a shred, get ahead of me, so I didn't want to do this. I may have to unhook the sprayer, go get the plow and do all that. It may just make sense to do that so I can keep working while I'm waiting on him to get ahead. So we'll see. I'm gonna fill the grain drill up with grain while we're down because it'll be a little wet. I'm not gonna sow yet because this lint is wet and that will make things worse, I'm afraid. Sticking to everything, getting in the disc, I don't want that. So you've seen me load the grain drill before. That's what I'm gonna do. I gotta grease a little bit, and then I'm gonna go back. I need to get that fertilizer out of the sprayer. So if Dad had to run to town to do something, so I may start shredding, try to get enough ahead so I can spray out the 40 acres. I need to spray out the tank. I don't know. Stay tuned. It's all got to get done. I'll get it done. All right, so I'm getting grain in. I'm gonna see if I can try to show you a weevil, seed with weevil. They look for little holes. Let me try this. Let me try to find one. I'll show you two up close. Okay, you see that? There's the weevil damage. Will it germ? I don't know. Depends on where they eat it at. If it gets at the point, the point, it will not. So I don't think it's that bad. It's mostly the stuff that was at the very bottom of the cart. So we happen to be pulling the grain from the corner where the weevil damage was, where it was. So I think it'll be okay. We thought maybe we might need to increase the rate, the seeding rate, but I think it'll be all right. See that dust? It's on that's what's gonna get me. So I don't know necessarily where weevils come from. I guess they're probably already in the field and we bring them out. Larvae, I don't know. I have to do some research on the life cycle, but I do know that they're probably in your flour. If you've ever had flour that's set out for a long time or you got used, there's maybe some bugs in there. Those are weevils. So it's everywhere. We're eating insects, even though Bill Gates wants us to only eat insects. I guess we're doing it already. So take that, Bill Gates. Get on to something new. How about like eating beef and encouraging people to eat real food that God created us? It's a great idea. I'm shredding now. Still too wet. The cotton is really wet. There's nothing else that I can do because I gotta get some shredding done. So this ground is really got lots of washes. So that's been fun. I just started, so cotton's not very good either. Gotta get 40 acres done at least, so I can spray out that tank and move on to the next thing. So gotta keep watching for washes here. So I gotta let you go. Well, just shredded a few rounds and ate lunch. Mom cooked me lunch today. Thanks, Mom. I'm just checking the lint. It's on the ground. Make sure it's wet, not wet. It doesn't feel that way. So I think it should be good to go finish that sowing. So I'm gonna go do that. About 2 hours there. Dad can shred and get enough ahead of me, and I'll be able to get the tank spread out, and then see what time it is. Just finished sowing this field. except for the ends. So now I'm gonna go spray out the fertilizer, and then it's 4 o'clock. Let's see if I got time. I should have time before it gets dark. Drive, unload the sprayer, drive to the barn, get the plow. Gotta grease it, air the tires, all that, and get back over here. Maybe I can get these ends plowed out. That'd be nice. Maybe even sowed out. We'll just have to see. I have a goal that I'd like to get done, but I'm not going to be caught up if I don't get it done, because just stand your toes. That is farming. Be prepared for all the things you want to do, and then just be content with what you actually did accomplish that day. All's good. Just went around the house, got in the right rows. Dad's got me enough shredded. Not much cotton on the ground because it's not very good. Streaming fertilizer. I don't know if you can tell, right up here. Lots of washouts there. That's gonna be fun. I may take the plow over this stuff, we'll see. I'm connected. All right, going to the barn now. First, I'm gonna go see my boys. Emily dropped them off at my parents'. She's going to a thing in a friend's church tonight. I'm not even sure what it is, but she's doing it. So mom's got my boys and my sister's 2 kids. Trooper. So I'm gonna say hi to them, and then I gotta go. Got it hooked up. Fast and Furious. Got it greased. Tires aired up. Dad did the tires. I did the greasing. This thing's ready to go. I should have enough diesel to do what I'm doing. It's dark, like it's 6:15. So I'm gonna go ahead and drive out to Dryland and try to get the ends plowed. That's probably all I'll do tonight. It's really hard to see for you and for me. I think I'm going deep enough. It's hard to tell. I think I'm gone far enough in. I think it's hard to tell until I start. I'm gonna probably plow this area twice so I can at least see it from the front. It's hard to see. It's what I see. I don't think it's going too deep. I don't know. Those are the washouts, things like that we're trying to get rid of. That really doesn't do it justice, but that's a small one. Well, I'm back at it today. Let's start over. Back at it today. Got that farm finished, sowed out the ends. Took longer than I wanted. 1, had to get fertilizer. 2, I was tired this morning, so I think it started super early. 3, Dad and I have been working on that grain drill cylinder that's bent. We adjusted some things. I think it's bowing worse at the end of the stroke, and so we kind of adjusted some things so it's better, but it's still definitely bent, so we'll have to still fix that. So we've got all the equipment over here at the last place, which is a good accomplishment. Dad is shredding over there, and that's the cotton there. And so I need to let him get that done because I'm going to plow some of the gullies that are bad over there. I'm also plowing this waterway where the water goes this way, the waterway. And so I'm running this first pass. This is the pass dividing that next year's cotton ground to this waterway we always plant in wheat. And we don't go all the way up. We do cotton there at, I don't know if you can see that, cotton there at the last of those short rows. So I'll turn around here again. And again, anyways, plowing this because there's some volunteer something coming up. Maybe some oats, probably some wheat, just some gullies, just getting it cleaned up. And so I will sow this also after I sow that over there. So we had that tree bulldozed down when we had the house bulldozed. And I've intended to come out here and cut it up, and I haven't gotten to it yet. Someday. Almost done, just that. Just that lift. Slow go. It looks pretty. Done. So I'm also here going through some of these gullies. We don't want to do a bunch of dirt work because if we scrape it, nothing will come up here for sure. So I'm hoping just plowing it, I can knock some of these sharp edges off. But you can just see that it's just there's snakes all the way up and down this field. So there's a bad one here, and I know there's more over there. And we fixed these this year. Then we got 5 inches of rain. And then we fixed them again. Then we got more rain fast. So this will help. At least let me have some loose dirt to sow some weed in. Maybe that'll hold this dirt from washing. It's just it's gonna come back here. It's just what it does. Well, I've done what I can do. It's better. It's not perfect, but definitely took some of the hard drop-offs out. They were just straight cliffs, and so it's that part for sure is better. What I need now is to get the wheat to grow and get really good root system and hold that soil. That's what we gotta have. And that it would grow because the cranes are out. The cranes are gonna eat my seed. So I need it to grow, I need a rain. Those are things you can ask for, pray for. Lord, please help Emery's wheat to grow and to hold that soil so he doesn't have to fix it again. It's a good prayer. I'll pray that one also with many others. But yeah, so now musical chairs again. I'm going to park this tractor and I'm going to go sow a little bit. It's 5 o'clock. We're leaving early in the morning to go to Waco. The team I coached last, Lubbock Christian, is playing the state game again, back to back. I left, and now they're been the state championship 2 out of the last 3 years. So you tell me who the problem was there. And so we're gonna go watch them, see if they can't get after a team that beat them in district. You know, they say it's hard to beat a team twice, so we'll count on that. But going to Waco, go Lubbock Christian, go Chris Softly and the Eagles. This will come out way after that. But anyways, that's what I'm going to do. Good morning. I'm not crying. It's just cold. Or it's West Texas MI. It's a song quote. If you don't know it, look it up. It's a good song. Today, I'm going to not get finished, but I'm going to get really close. Dad's out of town. He finished shredding when we went to the football game this weekend. The Eagles lost. You know, which bummer, but still proud of them. They act the right way, win or lose. Can't say that about everybody. So today, yesterday on the way home, we took the shredder tractor. Emily brought me and the boys, and Denton drove the tractor with him, the shredder tractor to the barn. So that's one thing out of the way. Next, I'm going to finish the plowing where Dad was shredding. There's some more gullies. So I'm going to go through those. And then I'm going to take this tractor to the barn, unhook the plow, come back empty, hook back up to the sprayer, then load fertilizer into the sprayer. Depending on Emily's availability, may take that tractor to the barn and get it out of the way. If she's not ready, then I have the green drill is here, and I can sow until she is ready. At some point I'll need grain. Turn around and it's over there. Can you see? I can't see in the camera. The grain cart. It's somewhere. There it is. Okay, sorry. I've got grain. I got everything over here. So I'm going to try to slowly get it over there. I won't be able to finish today because our Bible study in Abilene is this afternoon, and so there's no rain in the forecast today, tomorrow. It's going to get done tomorrow. So there's the plan. Let's hope it all works out. All right, this tractor needs new batteries. I know that. So hopefully, a little bit cold this morning. Hopefully this thing starts up just fine. Oh yeah. Well, got that done. Took me longer than anticipated. I don't know. Maybe it took as long as I anticipated because there's just a lot of washes here, and you know that because you watch all my videos and know that we had to do a lot of fixing here with the scraper last year, this year, earlier in the spring. So, anyways, it's better. Not perfect, but definitely better. And so now I'm going to. I am folding up, as you can see. I'm going to the barn to drop this off. And then come right back. Because that's what I gotta do. I even put this pin back in to show you. Oh, and I hope it works. I've never has that happened. When that thing puts it in a bind, oh, that's good news. It's a great day. All clear, I think. All right, back on the road. I needed a little bit of diesel. That plowing burned some diesel. So just need a little bit in there. I'm gonna hook up the sprayer, and I'm gonna get some lunch in my parents' house. They're not here, so don't tell her. You'll have to watch this video to find out that I raided their kitchen. Or fridge or pantry, whatever I can find. Sometimes you're good, sometimes you're lucky, and sometimes you're both. I think what we're about to see is that I'm one of those things. First time, yes. It's a good day with this pen. I don't know if that ever happens. Taking it out with no pressure, putting it in like butter. That's awesome. Now I gotta hook up some hydraulics. One-handed. All right, so doing hydraulics tips, I always clean these off. Can you see why? Because right here, there's a little, right here at the end, there's that little thing gets pushed down. That's how the hydraulic flows through. So if you don't clean that off, that dirt's gonna get into your hydraulic system. I saw a guy, a farmer on a very popular YouTube channel, and they had some old tips from an old something, and they were all covered in dirt and old stuff, and they just popped it into the back of the tractor. That's crazy to me. I don't know, maybe this is crazy to everyone else, but I wouldn't put that in my hydraulic system. Much better. See? Just this top part. Okay, so this is the pump for the sprayer, and it needs to be pressure all the time. This one is a low pressure return. Otherwise, we put it here. This is so you can have you can make cylinders go one way or the other under pressure, but we don't need the pump to run backwards, so we put it here so it has a low pressure return. These are the boom controls for the boom, and so we need pressure all the time. This one gives us pressure to go cylinders one way, and that one gives us pressure to go on the other way. Sometimes knowing which one to go on which side is a puzzle, but See that zip tie? Dad has done that on a couple. That's the right side. It's got a name, extend or retract, but I just call it the right side. The down side, what I like to call it. Maybe. There we go. So if you look on these, there's a symbol, a cylinder, that's the extend side, and that would be the retract side. So the air going in. But I like to think of it like the buttons of the cab. On this side, if I push the hydraulics down, it's this side. If I pull the hydraulics up, it's this side. So that helps. That's what helps me make the most sense of that. Okay, so I need to move this tractor first before I go eat. It is in the way. I'm gonna need to spray out the ends. So just gotta move it. I also brought some more discs because I've got a couple that the bearings are loose. And I'm afraid they're gonna lock up, especially in some of this loose dirt I plowed. I'm hoping, praying, that I don't have any issues going through this loose dirt, it bogging down and locking discs up. We'll find out. That'll work. That last load going in, about 750 gallons. Should get everything covered. This, the cotton ground, and then that about 9 acres waterway that I plowed the other day. So we're gonna do the cotton ground first, and then whatever's left, put it on the waterway, because that's kind of tricky with the waterway. So should have enough. If I run out a little bit before the waterway, no big deal. I'm on my last pass here in the cotton ground. I think it's going to be just about right on the gallons I have. At least I hope. It appears that way. As far as the washouts, I got most of them, and the ones I got are better, but I missed a couple small ones. Some that were like right next to where I was plowing, and somehow I just didn't see it. But when I slow down, I get an alarm. But anyways, it's good. Here's a big one. So that's a pretty good sized gully. Got to slow way down and raise my boom up so that it doesn't swing like that right there and hit the ground really hard. So fun stuff. Done with that. It was perfect. I ran out of fertilizer before I got to the end. I thought, oh, that'd be good enough. Then I realized, all that product's still in the boom, so I put it on the fresh water and use that fresh water to push the rest of that fertilizer out of the boom. And so it ended up being perfect. I made it to the end and got the spraying done. I was gonna move the sprayer to the barn and have Emily come get me and move me back, but it's getting close to time to get the boys from school, so we're gonna do that probably in the morning. So I gotta grease just a little bit on the grain drill, not much, just a couple spots, and then I'm gonna sow until I gotta leave for our Bible study, and then tomorrow morning I'll need to fill up with grain. Hopefully that'll be enough in that cart. That's the other thing that could happen, is I may have to go back and get some more grain. But yeah, I hope it's going well. It's been a good day, just more plowing than I thought. So anyways, I'm gonna grease now. Well, I sowed what I could sow. Gotta go now. I'll finish tomorrow. I'm taking the the nurse tank back to the barn just on my way home. So it is one less thing to do tomorrow. So anyways, stay tuned. Tomorrow we're gonna be done, and then maybe I'll take a nap. You just never know. So thanks for watching. If you're gonna farm it.